so I want to show you how I get my inbox to inbox 0. So what I'm going to do for you is show you the couple of things that really help clear out the inbox quickly. And now initially it's going to take time if you have a backlog, but for the most part, once you do these things once, or as new clients come in or as new emails come in, you're going to find that this really helps you to just clear out that inbox really quick. And in fact, things won't even come to the inbox. So let's just have a look at what I've got going down the left hand side here. So you'll see that I've got inboxes already set up. Now, just the way that this is recording, I can't actually scroll up and down here, but we can see that I have different folders set up here, and you're going to think of these folders as you go through your emails and you think, okay, that's a client, or that's a subscription that I have, or something to that effect. So the main ones that I have for me as accountant, because I like those to be separate so I never miss them because they're always important. I have a business archive one because that allows me to put clients in there when our time together is up, but I still always have them if I need to refer back to material, or they ask for something, or they reference, an old email. I've got it all there. I also obviously have a client's folder that's really super helpful, because similar to how you see with the accountant how it says that there's an email in there, if any of my clients email me, I can glance at this list and see straight away that I have a client email, and that typically takes precedence over everything and everyone else. And then I just have some other ones that are relevant to me. I've also got one here for invitations. So in that, if someone invites me to a podcast or to speak at an event or run a workshop, I separate those accordingly. And then I just have a few other ones. Subscriptions are typically business subscriptions, so my receipts and things go there. So anyway, you're going to have different ones, but this is a pretty good setup to begin with. So let me show you how to do it. So let's take this particular email with my client Lainey. What you need to do in order to file this away, so she's now in the client pile, because let's go into my client pile, although this will probably be blurred out for you. Lainey's not in there yet, and so I want to get her in there so she emails me, it really stands out to me and I'm not missing anything. So what I do is I actually click on the email, then I go up to the 3 dots here that say more, and we go to filter messages like this. Then what it does is it populates her email, which again is mostly going to be blurred out for you here, but you'll understand. So any emails from this email account, what we want to do is create a filter for it. I want it to skip the inbox because I'm trying to be inbox 0. I want to apply a label so that it goes somewhere specific. Now, because I haven't set Lainey up yet, what I need to do is create a new label for her. So what I'm going to do is call her the actual name of her business. And then what I'm going to do is click the nest label under, and I am going to nest her under clients. And then from here, I hit create, and it ticks that box. You can see that she's gone into my clients now. And what we also want to do, I don't worry about any of these other ones, but what I also want to do is apply this filter to for matching conversations. And what that's going to do is take any conversation I've had in my inbox with her and put it in her particular folder. So then I click create filter, and now if I come back over here to my clients, I click on my Lainey folder, and you can see that all 4 emails are already in there. And then just something else fun that I do is I go to label color and I just match her to the rest of my clients. It just keeps it looking really nice and neat. Now, something else that you're going to need to do, as I suggested before, is move clients around or potentially move things in and out. So I've actually got a client here that I no longer work with, and Actually, that's not true. We just work together very sporadically. So I think what I want to do is move them out of this client folder and into the business archive, because they're no longer a recurring client. So we just do one-off projects, and I typically in my client folder like to have my recurring clients, like my monthly social media content creation, video creation clients, YouTube SEO clients. I don't like to have clients that hire our services a couple of times a year. It doesn't really make sense to have them in there, because I'm not in constant communication with them anyway. So what I'm going to do is click on these three dots next to their name, and I'm going to hit the edit button. And then what I can actually do is, you can see here that they've been nested under clients. And what I can actually do is go and pop them into Business Archive where I want them now. And now you can see that that's where they are. I hit save. And now you can see they've moved out of my client folder. And let's just go into Business Archive. You can see that that client is now here. And then I like to make these guys gray, because they're all different grays, aren't they? I really need to fix that up. So I make them all grey because it's kind of like, you know, they're not necessarily active anymore. So that's just a couple of ways of keeping things really tidy. Now, you're probably wondering how you actually make these folders to begin with, and it's pretty much what I showed you before. So let's pick somebody else. Let's choose who else could I pop in there? I do have another client here actually. Let me click on this one, the three dots, filter messages like these. Now sometimes this happens where your email pops up because perhaps you were the last one to send an email within that thread. So what I just do is just make sure that I pop in the email that I'm wanting to filter. So I'm going to create the filter now, skip the inbox, apply a label, choose a label and create a new label. Now, if I wanted to create one of these main labels that you've seen over the side here, like clients, coaching, whatever, let's pretend that this person is a mentor. They're not, but let's pretend. Then I would create that as the new label name. I don't nest it under anything because it's its own folder, and then I hit create and all of the same steps apply. I apply the matching conversations, although I'm just going to leave that unchecked for this because I'm going to delete it anyway. So because they're actually, this person's a client, so I'm going to put them in the client folder. Create the filter, and then down the side here, now you can see I have a mentor folder, and if I click on that, I didn't filter the conversations into there, but it would normally filter in there. But you can see I can go back here, go into that client, filter messages, create filter, and then I could go down to that mentorship button that I just created, and then apply all the other conversations to that mentorship button, and all of them would go in there. So it's just a process of going through and doing that. And look, if you can't filter something somewhere, then you need to delete it. So Zoom invites eventually need to be deleted. Updates, you know, things that you're subscribed to. And by the way, if you're subscribed to someone and you really love them, to keep your inbox stress-free, create a filter for them. Create a filter for your subscriptions, just like I have here. So that, my friends, is how you get to inbox zero. I welcome your questions if you have any other questions that I haven't answered, but let me know below in the comments if that was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.